with a certain tenderness, Jesus offers his disciples the kingdom. He says, don't be afraid, little flock, but the Father has chosen to give you the kingdom. Were I struggling to understand what this kingdom is, I would suggest it consists of love, but not as a way to define it, as a way to explore it. But we still need to kind of understand that more deeply, especially if we want to choose it, because Jesus almost immediately, as if concerned that we won't accept the gift, that we won't desire the gift, he says, be careful. Where your treasure is, there your heart also will be. And that we need to seek a treasure in relationship and love if we want to be part of the kingdom, that we can't allow ourselves just to amass distracting treasures that make us concerned about other things, lean other directions, go other ways. But what do we want? And ultimately, that's Jesus' question. When he says, where your treasure is, there also your heart will be, he's really saying, what do you want? What do you want? Be careful what you want, because that's probably what you'll get. It's been my experience that I get the things I want, rarely the things I should do happen, but always the things I want. And for us to acknowledge our desires, but then to shape our desires around the kingdom. And that takes a little bit of proactive thought. We have to keep ourselves in check, because there are things that corrupt our hearts and our desires, things that aren't by themselves bad, that money is dangerous, right? Not evil, but dangerous. It can do great good, but it's dangerous. It can help us achieve the goals of our hearts, of the kingdom, of love, of family. It can help put a roof over our children's head. It can help provide an education. It can help the poor. But it also can distract us from those very goals. And it can become, instead of the means of love, it can become the means of control and power and pride and ego. And if our heart is in control and ego and pride, it's probably because we've allowed our treasure to lead us there. And today maybe really is a stewardship gospel, a gospel that reminds us that all that we have, all of our treasure, is entrusted to us by God, and we are responsible for what he's entrusted to us. And we're responsible not for management, we're responsible not for certain regulations, we're responsible for love. And if we allow those things, those treasures, to lead us towards power, towards control, sometimes I wonder, like, I get it, the first million, the first 5 million, the first 10 million, I don't know, might increase the quality of my lifestyle, right? Might let me buy nicer food or travel more comfortably or to more exotic places. But at a certain point, money is about power and control, not even about shiny things. And I think that's true not when we start talking about the millions. In our lives, money can very quickly become a source of power and control, and we can misuse that in ways that corrupt rather than bless. And for us to watch our treasures and to recognize that with them we're responsible for love, and that sometimes maybe we don't need another 30 hours of overtime. Like, we could actually eat well without it. We could make all of our payments without it. We could save a responsible amount for retirement without it. And then it gets in the way of all of the things that I said money were for life, for children, for family. That's one of many concerns. But for us just to acknowledge with Jesus that it's important what we desire, because we'll probably get it. And we'll only be blessed if what we desire is love. And that we'll be able to discern our true desires based on where we put our energy, where we place our treasure, where we seek our treasure, and what we use our treasure, the one that's been entrusted to our care, what we use it to accomplish.